Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Cameron with the I Run with Scissors HD gaming channel, and today I've got a review of Saints Row 4. So, let's start off with the story. The story of Saints Row 4 follows you, the leader of the 3rd Street Saints. In the beginning, you take out a terrorist leader, Cyrus Temple, who you might remember from Saints Row the 3rd, and you become President of the United States, so you've conquered the country at the very onset of the game. And aliens called the Zin Empire, led by Zinyak, their all-powerful overlord, decide to come and fuck your shit up. Now, you might be thinking, oh, well, they fucked our shit up, but how bad can it be? Well, they blow up the Earth. Yeah. So, the entire game is basically played in this simulation that Zinyak has trapped the 3rd Street Saints and much of mankind in. It's this giant simulated version of Steelport, where, well, everybody is in their own different simulation, but the game takes place in a simulated version of Steelport, and you're basically trying to get back at Zinyak for blowing up the Earth and messing with your stuff. Now, the story is good, and it has a very grand scale. The only problem I had with it is that it kind of feels almost too grand. You've still got the really funny set pieces and the funny moments and everything, but the overarching story feels a little bit too bland. I remember the reason Saints Row the 3rd was so great is because you're taking over a town. It's like a normal empire building game, but it had all these wacky things going on. It was still grounded in reality, but it had all these crazy things going on. I feel like the scale and the fact that you are in a video game, basically, makes the scale a little bit too big. It almost takes away from the fact that you're trying to build an empire. On to the visuals. The visual style of Saints Row is good. You have these crazy set piece moments. You've got almost this kind of cartoonish city and cartoony things going on. And the graphics are good, decent, but they are a little... they just don't pop out at you. They're okay. They seem too similar to Saints Row the 3rd. I really couldn't notice a huge graphical improvement. And Steelport is basically the same as it was in the 3rd game, so. And there's the style of Saints Row is always as good, but the graphical power isn't anything to be wowing anybody, you know. Let's move on to audio. Now, the audio is great. I have no complaints with the audio. They got lots of licensed music. It was varied. It's very good. There's all kinds of set music pieces, and most of them are there for a chuckle, but they do fit pretty well. The only actual issue I had with them didn't have to do with the game itself, but the fact that my videos could not be monetized, and I had some issues as far as copyright goes because of the songs they were using, but that doesn't have to do with the game. That's just YouTube. Alright, now finally the gameplay. This is where Saints Row has always shined, at least for me. The gameplay of these games is always fun, regardless of story, regardless of graphics. When you're playing this game, whether it's using your newly found superpowers to launch people hundreds of feet into the air, or whether you're taking on a giant mascot with a cat head named Professor Genki, Saints Row has always managed to entertain people. And the superpowers are a good addition at first. Now let me explain this. This game is fun. It is very fun. It is balls out fun. But the superpowers work to both benefit and detriment of the game. The superpowers add, kind of a new layer to the gameplay. Like, oh wow, I can run super fast, I can jump super fast, I can do all these crazy things like telekinesis and stuff that add a layer of depth onto the Saints Row gameplay. The problem being that it kind of makes certain aspects of the game useless. Through the entirety of the game, I only customized one car. And I remember cars and customizing everything was such a big part of Saints Row the 3rd, like the cars that were so awesome, and I had my favorite cars, and I'd spend thousands of dollars tricking him out. In this game, it's kind of useless because you just have to buy a couple upgrades for your super speed and you're good. And do an unlimited sprint mission, and I didn't touch a car the rest of the game. There was no need to. So it kind of makes me question why they even put cars in the game. Yeah, I mean, it just kind of... it took the vehicles out of Saints Row, which had always been kind of a big part of it. The only other complaint I have is that the side content is very repetitive. Now, it's been a while since I played Saints Row the Third, but I don't remember it being this repetitive. I mean, all the side missions are pretty much, aside from the super homey missions, most of the side content is just doing things around the city. For instance, there's these things called flashpoints where you have to kill people. They have the mayhem missions where you have to cause as much destruction as possible. And you know, and the ganky stuff, it all makes a return. But for the side missions, when you get these rewards, you're basically just going around the town doing these side things that you could do without having to go into a mission. So it seems kind of like a cop-out and a almost superfluous to have these side missions in there just to give you some extra stuff. And I know I did a few of them when they looked like there was something that it could give me that was good, but for the most part I skipped over them because there was no point. Overall, Saints Row 4 is fun. At the end of the day, that's what you want in a game. It's fun. It's not perfect, and it's very raunchy, but it's a fun game. It has flaws, as most things do, but you can forgive those flaws because it's wacky and insane and crazy. So, overall, I'm going to give this game an 8 out of 10, and for anybody who's wondering, I do not think this game is better than Saints Row the Third. I still think Saints Row the Third is the better game, but this is a good game. This is a fairly good game. I would even, you know, I'd say pick it up. If you like crazy, funny stuff, this game is definitely for you. If you're into raunchy humor, if you just like really over-the-top crazy situations, go for it. If you're not so much into that and you want a more realistic experience, go pick up GTA 5. You'll probably have a lot more fun with that game than this game. But this is overall, the best way to describe this game is just fun. It's just a fun game. It's not serious. It's not, you know, ultra realistic, but it's fun. And that's the end of it. This has been my review for Saints Row 4. Thanks for checking it out. Subscribe, comment, like if you enjoyed this, and I'll catch you guys later.